onto the new world. Hilltop Zone 1.
Hilltop Zone.
You
know, I look at this level and I think, I don't think I've ever actually gotten this far in this game. Because I was never any good at this, as you know, people watching will know. But oh god, I've only died twice at the start of this mission. Don't mind me. But yeah.
Don't worry, Tails is invulnerable.
Well, actually, no. Wait. Yes, I have, because I remember those guys. Because what I used to do is I used to forget that they switch sides on the jump thing. So I'd go, "What am I waiting for?" And then it would just land on my head, and I'd be like, "Oh wow, that's a game over." But I think me getting to this level is very rare.
Nope.
I can see what you're trying to go for. I don't think we've got the run up for it
speed,
now.
Unfortunately.
Also, I always used to think that looked like Pokemon. Oh, thanks.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a... God damn it, a shiny Voltorb or something.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I see. Well. now I'm a bit far away now, but yeah.
And there we go. I'm awesome, I'm afraid, is basically the moral of the series.
Did you ever play, mentioning Pokemon, did you ever play the Pokemon fighting game?
Is that the one that was recently released in Japan or something?
No, I'm talking about way back when.
Pokemon Stadium?
Yeah, Pokemon Stadium, that was it.
It wasn't a fighting game, was it? Ouch, ouch, ouch!
Yeah, it was one Pokemon versus another, I believe.
Was it? Alright.
Two Pokemon fight each other.
Fair enough. Well, isn't that just any Pokemon game?
Well, yeah, I know, but it was specifically just the fighting.
Okay, fair enough. It had minigames as well, if I remember rightly. Like,
Yeah,
the minigames were fairly vague and... Like, I remember it being awesome when I first got it, but I
don't remember what console it was for.
Nintendo 64.
Yeah, because I didn't actually have one of those. So.
I think same here. I think that's why it looked so good to me, is because I couldn't have it.
Oh god!
I threw that at you. Oh, god damn it! I always slip off the end. Hey!
Oh, there's actually a way off to the left there.
Yeah, I'll just
go check that out.
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay, right.
Boom!
Yeah, there we go. Oh, there must be something up there, but...
No, it's this bit. We couldn't have got into it without that. Oh no!
Oh well.
Well, I found out what that is.
Yeah, oh
well. Anyway. But yeah,
let's check this out.
What you say? Oh yeah. Like Nintendo 64, there's a lot of games on that because, at least for a long while, a lot of my friends had Nintendo 64s, but I didn't. So like Duke Nukem 3D, I think there was the Zelda games, there was a Bomberman game on Bomberman 64. Like, I used to have a friend who had it, and every time I went round, I used to love playing those games with him just because I didn't have access to them at my house. But...
Oh, be careful.
Damn it.
Yeah, I was going to say that's a bad idea, but... Anyway, what are you saying?
But, yeah, and I think that kind of made a lot of those games better, because looking back on them now, a lot of those games aren't that great. Like, Bomberman 64 is not easily as good as the Bomberman that I had as a kid. Like,
well,
Bomberman.
I only had Bomberman I only had Bomberman on the Game Boy. And that, as far as I was concerned, that was a pretty damn good game.
Yeah. I think what I played Bomberman for, though, was the multiplayer, which I don't know if you got really that much of that in the Game Boy version.
Oh god, no.
Yeah. Oh god. Bye. But yeah, Mega Bomberman, like, the reason I failed at my A-levels is because when I was at sixth form, during our breaks, whenever we had free time, rather than doing work or anything, we'd just sit there on my laptop playing Mega Bomberman. Like, and I can't complain, it was amazing. Like, it's such a fun game. It's something that it might be something that turns up in this retro Redux series. I don't know, but
well, we'll just see who suggests it. Because we do have some other things in mind, but if more people want a certain thing, then we'll definitely go for that.
I was going to say, the beauty of this series is that there's so many games out there, and I've got a long list of games I'd love to play again.
Yeah, because I mean, I have a list of games that I want to play, but there's also a huge amount of stuff that I never had because, well, we didn't have much money back then. So, you know, there's a lot of consoles and all sorts of games I never had. In fact, we only ever had the second-hand games.
Whereas I had Mega Drive for most of my for most of my younger life. And then when I was about 10, I remember walking into the living room and finding my uncle had brought round a PlayStation 1 with a few games. I think Medal of Honor Underground, This Is Football. Not really the kind of things I'd play nowadays, but back then it was amazing. Like, It was
No
so
idea where I was
fun.
going just then. I think I'm just going to spin around for fun.
But yeah, it's like, it kind of, those games now, if I ever played them, it wouldn't be because I wanted to play them, but because of the memories kind of in them. Like,
Yeah.
you know how when you're playing a game, it kind of brings back memories of when you first played them, or just when you played them as a kid, or...
It's not always just that. It's also the music as well. For example, OC Remix. That's the letters OC and then Remix. That has a huge amount of remixes of a lot of games out there. If you're not familiar with that website, go check it out. There's a lot of great stuff on there.
I've got... Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, because I've got loads and loads of songs of games that I like. Well, I say songs more like just music, because a lot of it just doesn't have any voice stuff with it. But still, it's amazing stuff, and there's still tracks out there, even if we go with the original stuff. For example, Morrowind, the intro song to Morrowind. I absolutely love that. It's one of my favourite game tunes. So I just still remember like how much I loved playing it back then.
See, again, this is actually something that I've noticed, like, since I started my channel I've been recording, I've actually been playing games a lot differently to how I usually do when I'm playing casually, because when I play casually, I actually don't have the game music on. I usually have iTunes or something similar on, and I rarely listen to game music. This has been something I've done since I was a kid. Like, I remember playing Final Fantasy VIII when I was maybe 10, and I'd have the Pokemon album on at the same time.
Yeah.
And that's some of my favourite memories. Like, basically, whenever I played games as a kid, yay. Whenever I played games as a kid, or even now, I kind of choose my own soundtrack, which is actually kind of bad, because I do know there's a lot of really cool game soundtracks out there which really help the immersion, and I am trying nowadays to get a bit more into that and trying to actually listen to the game sound of the game, because I do know that it adds a lot to the gameplay. And there's a lot of really talented composers out there that work with these. Like, I know for a fact the composer who did Final Fantasy VIII and Final Fantasy IX soundtracks is amazing. And hey!
I forgot that it's mainly you who needs that, isn't it?
Yeah. And I have basically, whenever we have our roleplay game nights, I always try and find a soundtrack that I love from the gaming universe and throw that on. It works so well. Oh, third try. But I've got to admit, have you got a favourite game soundtrack?
When it comes to... This goes with all types of music. When it comes to which song do I like the most, it's how much it makes me feel. I know that can sound odd to some people, because a lot of the times people have different types of taste. I'm not talking about genres here. But for me, I think something I realised recently, if you check out my channel, I did something from PlanetSide 1, did a biolab, and I looked into some of the old PlanetSide music, and oh man, the nostalgia I got back from that was just... because it's my favourite game of all time, and I absolutely loved it. So just hearing the music again, that just gets me in an amazing gaming mood. I just absolutely love it. So even though I'd have to say my favourite genre of music is rock music, and the music for PlanetSide 1 is not rock music, in fact it's just your typical old style music stuff. I just love it. I can't really say much about it, because I mean, if it wasn't a game you'd like, you'd listen to it and go, well, you know, I guess it sets the mood, but other than that, people aren't really going to like it. But hey, it's not always the track itself, it's what was going on when you first heard it, if you know what I mean.
I can understand that. And songs do have a really good feel for that. I was listening to my iPod earlier, and I was actually thinking there's a lot of songs on there that kind of, as soon as I hear them, it reminds me of when I first heard the songs, like, and it's weird how much you can kind of remember what you were doing and that kind of thing at the same time. But what I was going to say is my actual favourite soundtrack is Halo ODST, because it suits the game so well. Like,
is that from the first Halo game?
Oh no, Halo ODST is a game of itself. It was the one where you played as the ODST soldier rather than the Spartan Master Chief, and because it was such a kind of, you're alone in this big city that's being invaded by aliens. It was kind of a fairly dark, miserable soundtrack, but it worked so well for it. And it was, I think the reason I like... Damn it.
This isn't going to be easy.
Yeah, because we've got rings. But I think the reason I liked it is because it was a dark, dismal soundtrack, but it also had a lot of points of optimism in it, if that makes sense. Like, it had a lot of you're alone, but kind of thing. Like,
you're alone, but...
Uh,
Right, I tell you what, if you just like avoid it
No way.
Then if I'm around,
That is
then
not
can
how I
actually-
play these games.
Oh well, I think I got it like 4 or 5 times in a row.
Probably did, in
so-
all honesty.
Hello!
Hi.
Don't mind me.
No, don't get a land. Don't get a land. Stop that.
Hey now, hey now.
Hey now.
I swear to God.
Every
if you've
time
watched
you say
us
that.
play XCOM, you will know how much I hate that. I know how much you like Fireflies, if not just for the names. Oh God!
I love the.
Oh God! Just throwing spikes
Ouch.
at me, please stop.